Merry Christmas, folks. Back with another Christmas music reaction, back with another one from the Ray Conniff Singers, and back to the original Christmas album that I grew up with from the Ray Conniff Singers, which is to say Ray Conniff's Christmas album, which is given the subtitle Here We Come A-Caroling, one of my favorite pieces on the compilation. But as folks who've been watching my Christmas reactions for the last couple years will know, last time around I found a different Christmas album, which is to say I think it's called Christmas Caroling by the Ray Conniff Singers, but we'll go back to the Christmas album proper, and we're going to listen to their version of O Tannenbaum, a German Christmas carol, one I enjoy a great deal. Nat King Cole's version always stands out to me because he transitions from German in the first part of the performance to English in the latter half, so yes, it gives one a feeling of being around Christmas trees, maybe not even when they're fully dressed and decorated, but just in a Christmas tree lot or indeed in a proper forest, so it's very atmospheric and makes you think of winter. Let's give it a listen. This is the Ray Conniff Singers from the Ray Conniff's Christmas album, also known as Here We Come A-Caroling, and it's their version of O Tannenbaum.
Twice and dine a bladder, oh Christmas tree, thou tree most fair and lovely. The sight of thee at Christmas time brings hope and gladness far and wide. Oh Tannenbaum, be twice and dine a bladder, oh Christmas tree, thou hast a wondrous message, oh Tannenbaum.
I love it. It just sounds like Christmas to me. This is another album that I heard constantly in the holidays of my youth, along with albums like the Johnny Mathis Merry Christmas and Nat King Cole's The Christmas Song. And yes, it's a, let's say, more folksy type of environment than some of the renditions. Nat King Cole's is a bit softer and more intimate, but this one has a lot of fun to it. We obviously get both German and English, but more immediately interspersed, and more lines in English than German, meaning we get the main refrain of the piece in German, it immediately jumps to English, then it goes into the next verse in English, starts the next chorus in English, and then jumps to the refrain again in German. So it's a bit more back and forth and more heavily tilted toward the English rendering of the carol, but still we get both along the way, both male and female voices, moments where it's only a couple singers, then moments where it's the full chorus. I like the little bells that we heard. Certainly they stood out to me in the beginning. A bit of a folksy sort of acoustic guitar. And it sounds like people sitting around a fireplace singing. It's, some carols, they have this very solemn, pristine voice, and you're just kind of following it, thinking about the season and sitting in front of a fireplace. This feels like a Christmas party. This feels like a warm living room with a roaring fire and a bunch of people, sipping on eggnog or drinking tea or hot cocoa, if you will, and just having fun, enjoying the holidays. So yes, another classic performance. I do remember now, I think it was a couple years ago, maybe it was last year, a great friend of the channel, Mark, had commented that this type of mid-20th century music became somewhat popular in the UK. I want to say he said it was like 90s, maybe early 2000s, maybe it was 90s. But he was saying it was often referred to as lounge music, and that's not a categorization that I've heard here in the States, so maybe that's just the way it was referred to over there. But that type of like 60s, 70s, maybe even early 80s, but that period from the late 60s to the early 80s, groups of singers, a large number of voices singing popular tunes or indeed holiday tunes, but in popular style. I'm very fond of it as well. It's part of my youth because, again, my parents, this is the kind of stuff they were listening to when I grew up. So, great stuff. I really enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and I apologize, Luca, but I really am going to have to get up at this point, so I apologize. Let me know what you think. Happy holidays, and I will see you next time. Peace.